Why is it so important to learn English? What are the impacts of, learning English? Good impact, bad impact, pros and cons of learning English. In this video, we are going to learn today why is it so important to learn English and what are the benefits of learning English. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ishrat and I hope all of you are doing fine today. Okay, so like I said, in this channel we are going to learn, I'm so sorry, in this video we are going to learn about so many reasons as to why we are supposed to learn English, as to why it is so important for us to learn English. Like we all know, English is a global language, or we can call it as a business language. Okay, so say suppose you have studied in a school or in a college. Maybe it's an English medium school or college, but not necessarily you are talking or communicating with your friends all the time in English. What do you think about your communication there? Do you really think that your communication will be like at par, very good, like you'll be able to communicate at a business level? So what happens here is, guys, that was the first step. Okay, let's talk about career enhancements. Whenever you go to any interview, whenever you face any interview, what is the first thing which an interviewer focuses on? That the first thing which they sees in you is how good is your communication. See, it's interlinked. Everything is an interlinked cycle. Okay, the first thing what we would like to learn about this is how is it going to help in your career enhancement, right? So if at all you go to an interview and you must be listening this one famous question your interviewer asks you, tell me about yourself. What do you think? Does he really want to know about yourself? Or will he remember what you are, where were you? That is a question which they ask you because they want to understand how good is your communication. How are you in building your sentences? How are you in communicating things? How is your English? What is your standard of English? What is your standard of speaking in English? That is something which they want to know in detail. That is why they ask you to elaborate more about yourself, because any individual is more comfortable talking about themselves rather than talking to somebody else. Similarly, like if at all you get into a sales team, they may ask you to sell a pen, because here they want to see what is your selling techniques. That is how, if you go to a company where your communication is given a lot of importance, especially, guys, English is a primary language where everybody preferably will ask you to talk in English first. If you're in India, you will have multiple languages to talk, but even if you know 2 3 languages to talk, they will still ask you if you're comfortable talking in English or if your English fluency is good. That is something majorly they will ask. This is one of the major reasons you have to learn to talk in English, or your communication English has to be good. Okay, let's come to the second point. The second point is, guys, say suppose so many people are travel freaks, right? Everybody wants to travel. Some people travel domestic, some people like to travel in international, right? So people who travel domestic don't necessarily want to learn English, because if suppose you are in India and you're roaming around inside India, domestic trips within India, so you really don't have to learn English, as in, because unless and until you go to a places like you are a proper North Indian and you want to come to South India, and so you don't know the language here, right? Say suppose you're getting into Tamil Nadu. In Tamil Nadu, people preferably only talk in Tamil. They don't preferably talk in any other language. They don't talk there in Hindi, or they don't talk to you in any other language. So what is the language which will help you communicate with them? In this scenario, it is only and only English, guys. Trust me, go to any location, you will have people who will talk to you in English. You will have people who can guide you in English. At least they will understand what you're talking. If you can talk in basic English, they will definitely understand what you're trying to tell, and they will surely help you. If at all you're going to, say suppose, Kerala, in Kerala people talk in Malayalam, but guess what? People there talk good English. They can really help you with English. You don't know Malayalam, but definitely they know English, right? So you can talk and communicate in English. So in case if you're planning to travel, if you're planning to go around and have fun, trust me, if you know English, it will be very helpful. This goes even for South Indians going to a North Indian place. Even if they don't know Hindi there, they can definitely talk in English and they would be able to help. So international trips are like a different story altogether, because in international trips you will definitely have to learn English as a primary language, because people will have a different language altogether at all, which we cannot understand. So we have to learn their language to know. Either you learn their language or either learn English. You don't have any other option at all over there. Yeah. So what else? What else is important for us, or why is it so important for us, other than career enhancement, other than traveling? What else is important, guys? We have cross culture integration. Now, what is cross culture integration? Suppose you you get into a different cultural activity, or you get into different cultured people, where their language and their way of talking is totally different than yours. What are you supposed to do if you want to communicate anything to them? How are you going to communicate to them? What is that which you can do to help them pass on to your message? Which language do you think will help? This is the reason we say English is a global language, because if nothing, English can definitely help you through. English can definitely help you pass on your message, right? So, guys, there are multiple other reasons why you're supposed to learn English, but I feel these are the main three major reasons you are supposed to learn English. And trust me, you know English, you gain confidence. I'm not saying English is mandatory for you to learn, but definitely it is important to learn. So, start learning English and start learning basic English. You will have to check on my videos to understand how you're supposed to start learning on English. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye bye.